Yeah, first up, I've loved it. It's been a great transition from assistant coach to senior coach. So obviously we would have loved more wins, but the growth within the club and getting to know everyone involved in it has really been a positive experience, and can't wait for the next year. The hardest part is I think you feel everything a little bit harder, and obviously you're the face of the club. So, but that's the best part as well. I think everyone wants your time, and that's what I love about the job, is that you get to deal with people every day, and sometimes you get sick of your own voice. But I think that's the working together with a group of people to try and achieve something is hard, but that's the most rewarding. I wouldn't say surprised, but I've really enjoyed Jared Harbrow. Watching him go about it, the way he trained was a great example to all our younger players, isn't it? The way the intensity he trains at was very similar to the way he plays. So obviously our best and fairest winner, and that was a great example for us. A little bit of both. I think we're trying to create a really good system whereby we don't rely on one or two players. So I think we've got a fair way to go in that sense, and we want to make sure that we've got good depth and build good capability amongst the list. So I think we made some steps towards that, and now we've just got to make sure we build our physical capability as well. Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's one of the positive things that I've found from this year, in that everyone's really invested in making sure that next group of players are really understand that it's their club and it's not somewhere they just roll up for a couple of hours a day and do a bit of work. They're really invested and want to see the club do well and help it on its way. Yeah, so Michael, it was a tough one for Michael, and obviously started the season well and in form in the NEFL, and then that was around the time when we were 3 wins from 5 games as well, and then came into the Adelaide game, and we probably played him on the wing, and we felt that perhaps his best position was inside, and at that point was behind Jared Lyons, and Touk Miller had stepped up, and Dave Swallow, and then after the bye, after China, he got injured, and probably when he would have got a really good opportunity, and Will Brodie got in at that point, and from there I think Michael as an inside mid was parked behind others, and obviously he played the last couple of games on the wing, but I think we'll probably after someone with a bit more flexibility at this stage of his career, and I know Michael was disappointed, but I think we gave good clarity along the way as where he sat, and was a great servant for the footy club. Probably looking to build the midfield depth, but also guys that can play multiple positions. I think guys that can play half forward, midfield, outside or inside mid, and half back are really important to footy club success, and I think at the end we were craving guys that could play multiple positions, given we had a lot of injuries. I think it's got merit, but the only concept I'd be wary of is if you could probably just keep it within the AFL. I think if you're grabbing people from state league, it'd be too big a jump, but also players that those state league clubs think that they would have for the whole year would suddenly get yanked out halfway through. So, but I think in certain circumstances, other clubs might see capability on other lists that I think would be beneficial for some, both player and club. Well, yeah, John Platten was my favourite. I was a Hawthorn supporter, so I quite enjoyed watching John Platten and Dipper and those types of guys through the 80s. No damage at all. That was very, I was just off to the side. Yeah, well done, someone from Adelaide. Thanks everyone for your questions. Really appreciate you taking the time, and we can't wait for season 2019. We'll see you there.